Welcome to The Big Idea, The Focus Leader, how effective executives direct their own and their organization's attention. The Focus Leader by Brenda Nelson, October 20th, 2014. In Daniel Goleman's article, The Big Idea, The Focus Leader, Goldman teaches you how to tap into your critical thinking skills, on how to train your mind to correctly pay attention and have better focus. My belief is that the techniques used in this article will benefit the overall process of understanding how focusing can benefit any leader. The article also includes elements of the EI components, self-awareness, and three types of empathy. He provides examples and techniques that leaders use to keep and stay focused by conducting research, using assessments, and scientific theory. In addition, he states that there are three modes of attention: focusing on yourself, focusing on others, focusing on the wide world. These are forms of self awareness on three levels: individual, groups, and organizational levels. The article Focused Leader describes a more in depth, a more thoughtful way that leaders use the emotional intelligence component, self awareness, and develop more profound way to focus or pay attention. In addition, it explains three different levels of empathy and its usage. I believe that this is a good concept on how to develop and focus your attention on any level or in any environment. It helps you to understand how to focus regardless of interruptions and how to practice focusing your attention and developing excellent listening skills, which is a great characteristic or asset for any leader. My question to you is, can you really listen clearly through the distractions? Self awareness and the scientific look of the EI inside of the brain, which is the emotional intelligence. Focusing on oneself is when the leader has the clarity of their values, strengths, weaknesses, drives, goals, motivations. The leader has focus and understands the vision and the passion of his purpose. However, he or she tends to lead with their heart and have the ability to be vulnerable, connect with others, build trustworthy relationships. This is part of a leader's authenticity. Focusing on others. This is when the leader has clarity on the ability and talents of others, such as team members, group members. This enables them to build trustworthy relationships, to be mindful of others' feelings. This is when empathy enters in. The emotional intelligence, growth, and development of a leader builds strong, effective relationships with their team as well as others they encounter. Focusing on the wide world is when the leader has the ability to understand the emotional intelligence framework of an organization, understands the behavior of other leaders. Actions are very important and provides the leader insight or clarity. Being aware of organizational behaviors assists the leader in areas of how to deal with others, how to find their place or how to fit into the organization, and the ability to form relationships based on trust. In addition, understanding the behaviors of culture is important, such as organizations who have global offices in other countries. You have to have the ability to understand the particular cultures that you're involved with, the languages that they speak, and the behaviors. Therefore, this will assist others and leaders to lead with passion, which will aid them in the decision making process and in the future. In all areas of focus, you transform your critical thinking skills from personal to groups, from groups to organizations, and each behavior is imperative to the leader and his or her ability to lead successfully with passion. Focusing on self is self awareness, knowing one's strengths, weaknesses, drives, values, and their impact on others. Focusing on self consists of being able to understand that inkling that you have that helps you to make more profound decisions in challenging positions. and paying attention to yourself is key. Open awareness is important and useful in the decision making process. It helps you not to judge or focus on one particular thing. You have to have self control, and having the ability, you begin to train your mind to focus or pay attention. It assists you in controlling your emotions. In other words, becoming more self regulated. Focusing on others, empathy, cognitive empathy, emotional empathy, and empathetic concern. Paying attention is important as we encounter others. Leaders are there to support, benefit, be of assistance, and build relationships. This is part of being a natural leader. However, there's a triad of empathy which consists of cognitive empathy, emotional empathy, empathetic concern. Cognitive empathy is having clarity of one's perspective, the ability to think about feelings. Emotional empathy is feeling what one feels, in other words, discernment. In addition, empathetic concern is sensing and feeling what one requires from you, such as mentoring and coaching. A leader possesses these development skills. Focusing on the wider world. Strategy. The well of springs of innovation, the gifts of somatic awareness. Focusing on the wider world. Strategy. A leader's self awareness is vital. The leader must develop and possess excellent communication and listening skills in this area of leadership. The leader is a visionary and develops questions based on long term goals and decisions. Focusing on strategy is significant for a leader. He must be clear, concise, and aware of any potential possibilities that may occur, either to advance the organization or be detrimental of the overall performance needed in the implementation of strategic courses. However, having clarity of the talent and innovation that takes place takes a selective attention that is creative. It is vital for a leader to be very selective and creative. By having the ability to focus on talent and innovations, this enhances the ability for the mind to focus on various tasks and have clarity. But being aware of the ability of the organization is imperative and helps the leader to complete tasks more efficiently and quickly. However, we can derive that empathy plays an essential role in the self awareness of leaders on each level. In addition, the emotional empathy and the cognitive empathy share similarities based on feelings. Empathetic concern is the ability to sense what a person feels. These are components that make self awareness important to the individual, in groups, and organizational levels. References. If you have any questions, leave them on the board. Thank you for listening. Bye.